Hi, this is Mia here. This is my first YouTube video, and I thought I would do it on a topic that a lot of people have a lot of questions on, and that is steroids. I get a lot of questions regarding, is this safe? Is this the same type as anabolic steroids? And I get these a lot on my Instagram at Mia_FitMD. If you find that these topics are interesting, or if you have more questions, definitely comment below, DM me on Instagram, and also remember to hit like and subscribe with the little bell right there, just so you know the next time I come out with a video, and to answer more of your questions. So stay tuned in this video to hear about my personal opinion and experiences with steroids and CrossFit. So let's get started. So steroids, that is the big overarching word for both anabolic steroids and corticosteroids. So androgens are sex hormones that are made in the testes or the ovaries. Corticosteroids are made in the adrenal cortex, and they're both very important for physiological processes in our bodies. It's when we take supraphysiologic levels of both of those that we see bad side effects, and that can be really detrimental to our bodies. Steroids in general are both derived from cholesterol, and that's why fats are super important in our diet. Is used in the bodybuilding community for performance enhancement, and that is a synthetic form of testosterone used to increase protein production in skeletal cells and all other types of cells. There are certain side effects like acne, hypertrophy of the muscles. You also gain a lot of strength, you can gain weight, and you can also get irreversible voice deepening, which is important for women to know if they've ever taken steroids in the past. Those are all side effects that can vary with different people and can vary in different levels. Corticosteroids are very important for our body's processes as well. They are used in medicine to help calm down an overactive immune response. So for allergies, for autoimmune diseases, these are really important. They're very strong. And so what are the side effects of corticosteroids? Weight gain, a weakened immune system, cataracts, those types of things. So next I want to go over the difference between anabolic steroids and SARMs. SARMs stand for selective androgen receptor modulators. And these are somewhat similar to anabolic steroids. If you think of a lock and key model, the perfect key is testosterone, and we can synthetically make these. SARMs also fit the lock, but they're not exactly the same key, and they're taken orally, whereas anabolic steroids are usually injected. So we don't see the same intensity in terms of strength gain or side effects necessarily with SARMs, but they still have a lot of bad side effects that come along with them, including heart attack, stroke, liver failure, certain cancers. All these types of things where you're having unregulated growth can lead to detrimental effects of SARMs. So a general guide to understanding naming between all three compounds. So you have anabolic steroids, SARMs, and corticosteroids. So anabolic steroid brand names are called Anavar, Winstrol, Testrovax. The chemical compound names of those are nandrolone, oxandrolone, stanozolol, which I'm probably saying wrong because I don't ever prescribe them, and I don't use them. So I'm sorry for my screw up with how I say that. With SARMs, you'll see a lot of letters and number compounds. For example, cardarine is GW5051516, and ostarine is enobosarm, so it has SARM at the end of that word, which makes it a little easier to understand. But then you'll also have compounds that they're just called LDG6033, and that's a SARM. Andarine is another one, also known as S4. And then lastly, corticosteroids have an ONE at the end, so prednisone, methylprednisolone. These are very commonly prescribed in hospitals, in ERs. You might get prescribed them even if you have a bad case of pneumonia or something like that. So that isn't the same as anabolic steroids. So definitely ask your doctor what kind of steroid you're getting. If that's an anabolic steroid, if you're going to a health and wellness doctor, it's really important to know if you're being prescribed an anabolic steroid, a SARM, or something like that, and you want to know all the side effects. Lastly, I wanted to go over my experience with steroid testing in CrossFit and how prevalent it is. I got tested last year at the Mid-Atlantic CrossFit Challenge, and in my division, which was elite team, 2 females popped positive for some type of compound like a SARM or an anabolic steroid. I'm not sure of the specifics. I'm not going to name names, but as a competitor, I feel very strongly that other competitors do not take these really strength enhancing compounds that really change the playing field. As a physician, I don't prescribe them. One, I'm not an endocrinologist, and most people have normal physiologic levels of these hormones, and that's not in my specialty, so I stay away from prescribing them a lot. As just a normal human being, I don't really have a moral, I don't have anything against people who take steroids as long as they know what the side effects are, what they're taking, and that's kind of why I made this video and why I like doing these videos, is because a lot of this general knowledge isn't out there for people who aren't in medicine, but who are in sports and who are interested in finding out more about steroids and SARMs. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have more questions, comment below. Definitely let me know. You can find me on Instagram at Mia_FitMD. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have more questions or want more topics like this, just let me know.